Hello everyone, this is Isabelle. I'm at ITW 2024, and today I'm not joined by only one industry superstars, but two. On my right, I have Paul Gabla, is the president of the SubOptic Association, and on my left, I have Erick Contag, the president of the SubOptic Foundation. Guys, welcome to my hot seat yet again.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Isabelle. Pleased to be there.
So I'm going to start with you, Paul. Paul, 2025 will be a very exciting year for your organization because you're going to have your event in Portugal. What will be the key themes and innovation at that event?
So first thing, it's we are back in Europe. The conference has a cycle. We rotate every 3 years between Americas, Asia, and Europe. This time's back in Europe, and we picked Lisbon as a location because of its central location at the crossroads of Europe, Africa, America. Also, Portugal is developing new technologies and will be implementing exciting new stuff for our industry called smart capabilities. So that it's actually a good time to be there. And Lisbon, of course, is a very nice city, so we're happy to be there. But now talking about the theme, because that was your question, we have focused this event this time on the future. What our industry will look like in the future, how our industry can develop in a sustainable way. So that's why we have a tagline, future-proofing our digital landscape. And by that we mean everybody talks about data centers, everybody talks today about artificial intelligence, but all that to work needs hardware infrastructure. That's the thing that our industry is building.
Okay. I can't wait to go. I'm looking forward to it a lot. So you've been busy in the last 12 months with lots of new initiatives. Can you share some with us?
Yes, so some of them are continuation of what we were already doing. So for example, we already had a roster of working groups, which are a gathering of industry experts who discuss and develop recommendations on important topics for our industry. So we have now 4 new working groups since the last conference, because this works within a conference cycle. So between the one in Bangkok and the one in Lisbon next year, this working group will work and develop new recommendations on a couple of topics such as, for example, spectrum sharing or environmental sensing, etc. So that's one. And the second one, and I'll pass the baton to Erick soon, is that we have increased our effort in defining the goal of the foundation, which is an arm of the association. And now we have a good plan that Erick will talk about. So these are the 2 main initiatives. And then on top of that, but I think Erick will talk about that, we are cranking up the effort to bring new talent and new young talent to our industry. But Erick will talk about that.
Okay. So I guess the association has further its commitment towards the foundation, which is a great news. Thank you very much. So what does that mean?
So if you go back to the genesis of the foundation, we set aside to focus on awareness. In other words, who we are, what we do, the importance of digital infrastructure and the subsea within that, to attract the next generation of successors. So that means focusing on education, and we're also focusing on research activities that are mainly around sustainability and resilience. So at the beginning of this year, we completed a 2-year study and published our first peer-reviewed paper with the support of the entire industry. Over 50 companies and individuals came together to support that activity, as well as other subsea-related organizations. So that was a huge step to recognize that there's more work to do to collaborate better for a more sustainable future. Based on the success of that work, we then also focused on resilience, more from a network perspective, not just the cable, but where do we fit in the world to be able to, as Paul said, let's say earlier, interconnect the data centers to make sure that our digital lives will continue as we build out, let's say, network infrastructure. And of course, that is all tied into some of the symposia that we've been delivering. We've done 4 in Japan, we've done 2 in Europe, and 2 in the UK, we've done France, we've done Chile, we did South Africa together with Optica, and this coming up this year, we're going to do France again, Portugal again, the UK again, and a couple of others that are in the works, also North America. And the whole focus there goes back to the genesis again of attracting the young, telling them this is what we do, this is why subsea is so important, and this is how it fits into the landscape. And we're super excited with the continued support from the association. It's putting the members' interests to work, and hopefully we'll be able to develop a long-term educational curriculum that is multidisciplinary and that we could use and share across many universities globally. Yeah.
Okay. It's amazing, and you have been one of the first advocates of the young generation in our industry. You have actually inspired me in some way to do the same. So thank you very much for all the hard work that you've been doing.
Thanks, Isa. You've been an inspiration for all of us, and I think it's our role actually to give back, and part of that is precisely being able to mentor. We continue on our mentorship program through the association, and to attract the young.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. You know, you're some of my favorite, victims. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you for a great interview.
Thank you, Isabelle. Thanks a lot.
Erick, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Everyone, thank you for watching, and until my next hot shot.